holy calamity, scream insanity. All you're ever gonna be is another great fan of me. Now kick it. What it is, y'all? What's up? I got my Durag right and tucked. What's goody, what's goody? I'm your boy, Thaddy Luv. Sometimes they call me Uncle Thad. Sometimes they call me Thaddy Daddy. Sometimes Chocolate Dad. I got a whole bunch of monikers. But on this show, the label is Thaddy Luv. What's good? We spreading that love out here because I know a lot of y'all folks out there need it. I know I do. We are back with another set of Durag news. What a week. What a week. I don't waste no time, no lollygagging. Let's jump right into the show. Shout out to the lovely, lovely ladies. Oh Lord, man, y'all got me blushing out here. I love me some ladies. It is Women's History Month, so we gotta show that love. And for me personally, I really can't talk too much about women if I'm not gonna beg my mother. What a super lady, super woman she is. My mom is impeccable. My mom is unmatched. You know, I'm just gonna just shout it out. I don't think there's many moms like her. You know, I was thinking, like, you know, we gotta talk about our ladies, and I was thinking about my mom. I said, what can I bring up? My mom is definitely superwoman. I remember back when we were young, and we was in Brooklyn, and the same day my older brother, shout out to my brother, he actually got a bike from my grandma, who was actually another super lady, superwoman. Shout out to my grandma, but she bought him a bike for his birthday. We was in Brooklyn, and it was in the back seat. And as we were about to leave, there was like 4 or 5 guys trying to steal my brother's bike. They were like teenagers. Long story short, my mom punched one of those dudes in the chest, and he was wheezing, and he actually called his mother. What a day. What a great, great woman. What a warrior woman. There's many stories like that I got in my chamber. But shout out to that lovely lady because she was not letting nobody fuck with her babies. Speaking of protecting the babies, we gotta protect our babies. You know, more and more I'm really seeing while I'm on this earth. I work with kids, so I gotta make sure that these dudes and these dudettes, for the most parts, are well equipped for the future that they are walking into. And not even just for their sake, but for our sake too. You know, I was talking to one of my homeboys, shout to God, you know what it is, on it. You know, we actually got some do-rags on the way, so, you know, I mean, that's another conversation. But we have to protect our children because not only do their lives benefit from our protection, but our lives benefit from their protection. Because once we get older and get tired and drained and really want to just sit down because you've done it all, you don't want to have a horrible seat in your future. So secure your future by securing your kids, because your seat in your future can be real shitty if the generation after you is not setting you up to have a nice king-size seat that I know we will all love to have. Or queen-size seat, whatever you want to sit in. You know what I'm trying to say. Secure the kids, because then you secure your future. Because you don't be no old folks complaining about back in my day, and then you looking at your day now and like, what happened? Because we didn't lead them in the right direction. But I digress. Let's keep going. I realize this show is really not breaking news because I edit this stuff and then bring it out so we don't do the really hard hitting. It's more of the regurgitating what you already know, but a little twist. That's what Durag News is all about. But we got to talk about this Johnson & Johnson and these vaccines. Johnson & Johnson, if you didn't know, which most of y'all probably heard, Johnson & Johnson has made their own vaccine, and the difference between this one and the other ones that are out so far is just one shot. You know, one vaccination. All you need is one and you're good. One and done. Like I said, you got to be very careful about what you say about these vaccines on these platforms. So I'm not going to be the one to say don't take no vaccines. But there is one video that I did stumble upon that just made me scratch my chin.
Literally, as a physician, I did not know this, right? Here we have examples, well documented in the scientific literature, of 6 different vaccines that were affecting people differently based on their races. Now, why is this important? Because when you read the language that the government is putting out about how to prioritize the vaccine, the experimental biological agent, they are making an overt and covert attempt to push this heavily on blacks and browns. Now, this is from the Center for Health Security.org, Interim Framework for COVID-19 Vaccine Allocation and Distribution in the U.S. This is the government's words, is that getting the vaccine early is social justice, racial justice. And I just have to say, as a scientist, I found it bizarre that we're talking about racial justice. Either something works scientifically or it doesn't. You know, I believe it's the same document. Yes, in the exact same document, they say, the ultimate safety of an approved vaccine is not knowable until it has been administered to millions of people. It is possible that certain adverse effects may occur more frequently in certain population subgroups, which may not be apparent until millions are vaccinated.
All I want to add to that is, I know there's a lot of people wanting to take vaccines, but I know a lot of people don't. It's a very 50-50 thing at this point. But you have to understand why people are not really down with these vaccines. And I was thinking, like, more so in these vaccines and, you know, the pharmaceutical companies, because at the base of it, these pharmaceutical companies are winning big. What happened to natural ways of being? Like, why do we always have to go to pharmaceutical for the answer? You know me, don't I look Kuji Kanjalia and all that good stuff? And people that I come from, for the most part, have found ways to survive naturally. So can we, you know, build more arguments for natural ways of being? Because from all of the diseases that we've been seeing, maybe this one is the strongest one that they're saying, but I've seen survival rates in the midst of many storms that people have survived when they're natural. So all I want to argue or put on the table is that there is the right to have a natural way of being. You know, the sun was actually out today and my feet are out, actually. Get my, I'm about to bust my ass. Gotta make some good contact, right? But nevertheless, my feet is out because I try to live as natural as possible, and you gotta stay connected on the ground. So, I know these vaccines are just tests because we really don't know what's to happen. You know, no matter what we're gonna see in the next year or two, for the people who did take these vaccines, what comes from that? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully nothing comes from it, just more safety and protection from coronavirus. But, which brings me to my next point. The Texas governor has lifted the ban of masks. You know, shout out to them. You know what I mean? It's all testing. We're all testing here. We got to test these vaccines, and we got to test to see if it's actually safe to go out with any mask. It's all a test, people. We have to see what actually works. And to do that, you actually have to experiment. Like Texas. You heard about the Texas governor lifting the mask ban, and he's saying, Texas, we going back to regular. Because I know a lot of people need this bread more so than anything else. I know a lot of jobs and, you know, companies have lost money because people are not moving how they once were. So I know a lot of people are bleeding. And the longer we stay indoors and, you know, keep this distance from our regular lives that we knew a year ago, I know a lot of companies and people can suffer in the midst of that. So like the vaccines and even these masks being free now in Texas, that you don't have to wear a mask, it's all a test. We got to see if it works, and somebody got to bite those bullets. So actually, shout out to the brave ones who was biting those bullets for the vaccines, because we got to see what really happens. And shout out to Texas to see if we don't have to walk around with masks no more. Somebody got to set the precedent. Somebody got to do it first. That's how it goes. All right, it's time for some sports. Virgili gets silly. High percentage was good.
Enough is enough. Got me feeling like Vince, cause the show's over. Whole arm in the rim. Do I gotta go again? Do y'all need more proof that I'm him? Performance in game shows who's in the gym. Beat the scoreboard, y'all losing again. Y'all doing all this front like it's cool to pretend.
Hello everyone, it's your boy High Percentage, here with this week's edition of Durag Sports All-Star Edition. You know what I mean? Sunday is the NBA All-Star Game, and I feel like it's absolutely no hype around it. I'm not gonna lie. Wouldn't matter to me if they had one or they didn't have one. I'm with what the players want to do, you know what I mean? Some have been vocal about it, questioning the fact that, you know, if fans ain't in the building, what we doing here, man? Ain't this for them, you know what I mean? Them meaning us, you know? Fuck going on? Yeah, we tuning in from home, but you know, shit ain't the same. Scrimmage all-star game is what it sound like. KD not playing, AD not playing. Shout out to the first-time all-stars, Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown, and Zach LaVine. Well-deserved. Boy been balling under the radar for some time now, man. Congrats to him. Hopefully the stars who are playing will bring the competitiveness and turn up for the fans' sake. It's only right, man. The New York Knickerbockers, currently in 4th place in the East. Wow. Congrats to them. However, let me play devil's advocate, man. Let me be the one to change the narrative just a little bit. I just want to shed some light on some informative information I see in the papers every day. It's in the papers, you know. Along with the record, they always put the games back. That's what GB means in that third, I think it's the third column. And I'm not hating. This ain't that. I just want to change the narrative just a little bit, you know what I mean? Speak some truth. After all, here at Durag News, that's the sort of thing we do. Now, the Knicks got some quality wins. This is true. They sit in 4th place. Congratulations to the Knicks for this. But from the 4th seed to the 10th seed, it's only a 2-game difference. So what this means is, if they go on a losing streak, 3-4 games, and the seeds that's behind them win 3-4 games, we could very well see the Knicks at 10th, you know, 9th or 10th in the East. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves, man. Let's stay in the moment. They winning, you know, maybe ain't even the best year for them to be winning. Maybe they should be doing some losing because they need to be playing the young boys and giving them some burn, letting them develop, man. Let them play, let them get their shit off, you know. Julius Randle is cool, so is Derrick Rose, but they're not getting you a chip. That's a fact. We all know that. We ain't gonna dispute this. This ain't even a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Be humble, man. Randle repping y'all in the All-Star game, that's fire. But if we being realistic, y'all know y'all can't win a chip with him being the catalyst, man. So, you know, set up the young boys for some burn, man. Let them get some time. Let them get some playing time, man. Quickly. What's the young Obi Toppin? Yeah. He got a funny name, but they say he's from New York, so I rock with him. In other words, you know, they was really actually better off losing games and letting the boys learn and get better. But in any event, shout out to the Knicks, man. And the Brooklyn Nets is also heating up, man. Currently the number 2 team in the East. The Durantless Nets are winning games, but the defense is subpar, man. That ain't gonna cut it come playoff time. They're gonna need some coaching soon. Paging Steve Nash, please report to the front desk. Comp percentage is looking for you. 76ers remain the number 1 team in the East. Shout out to Doc Rivers, man. My pick for coach of the year. I mean, you know, it's definitely other coaches that's doing their thing. I ain't trying to slander them, but, you know, it's Doc, man. Who we talking about? It's Black History Month. Deuce, I know you hype, boy. Low-key, the Sixers might upset the Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Sorry, Giannis. I can't see the Bucks matching up with either team, man. Best of 7. Just my opinion. On the West Coast, the Utah Jazz currently sit comfy in 1st place. Even through the AD injury, the reigning champion Los Angeles Lakers. She got a nice ring to it, right? They sit in 2nd place without AD, man. Speedy recovery to that man. I ain't gonna talk too much about the Lakers. Y'all know what we do. It's a winning culture. It's a winning culture. That's what we do, man. We're going for the next one. Clippers are half a game back, and the Suns is peeking through the peak hole, man. Good basketball being played right now, man. On all levels. See some high schoolers out there. Ain't gonna drop no names. I don't want to get sued. College athletes as well. Y'all balling. Y'all hooping. Ladies, I see y'all too. Keep hooping. You know what I mean? Shout out Mike Tyson. Rumors circulating about a possible Tyson Holyfield bout. Leave your legacy intact, champ. We love you, man. We're not promoting this. But what I will speak on is Iron Mike calling for a boycott of Hulu. Mike says he ain't signed off for no miniseries. Hulu about to drop this month, man, based on his life. Misrepresenting the black man during Black History Month, man. I feel like I heard this before somewhere. Somebody DM me the answer, man. Despicable. Deplorable. Have some respect. You know what I mean? Anyway, since we on the topic of fighters, Canelo Alvarez with the win over some bum. This ain't it, man. This ain't what the sport of boxing need, man. That man had no business in the ring. Winner by TKO in the 3rd round. Like, it wasn't even something to see, man. Shout out to Canelo anyway, man. But shout out to Carmelo fucking Anthony. This is what the community need, man. This is what the community need to see. The OG acknowledges the young gunner. LaMelo pays homage to the big bro by namesake by throwing up the 3 to the dome. After a 3, and Mellow had this to say.
I'm me. Yeah, I mean, I'm me. It's nothing that nobody can do, nobody can say. I think Lil Mellow is somebody who is going to be in this game for a long time. So the name Mellow, you guys might as well continue getting used to that or stay with it. I don't get into that though. It's for me, it's a respect thing. It's an honor, for him to have that name, for him to embrace it. For him to do the celebration, like it's an honor, it's a blessing, it's a respect thing for me. So I embrace him. I embrace him.
It's dope to see people sharing the stage, man. Word. This could have easily been a sucker moment, so we gotta applaud it when it's real. You know what I mean? When it's real, you gotta give it a nod. You gotta give it a little, you know what I mean? That's what's up. Light NFL noise. J.J. Watt to the Cards. Big signing for them. I don't know what that means for anybody else. Russell Wilson unsure of his future with the Seahawks. You see what I did there? Deshaun Watson wants out. And that's it for that, man. It's hoop season. We ain't really watching that shit over there. We ain't watching the NFL too tough until they start banging helmets. We ain't looking over there. That's what we tuned into over here, you heard? And in closing, it's your boy High Percentage. This week's edition of Durag Sports, and now a word from our sponsors. That's what I say, right? And now a word from
Yo, I gotta show love to Mellow and Mellow. That was really, really dope. Really, really dope. Yo, I got two brothers, and I'm a part of a 3-brother tandem, so I'm gonna rock with the Ball brothers. Please get Jello in the game some kind of way. Yo, get Jello in the game, man. Stop hating on Jello. Stop hating on Jello. And shout out to that wonderful father for raising some wonderful sons, doing what they're doing, and making some wonderful futures for them and their generations to come. Follow baby steps, baby.
Hit it. Oh my goodness. I have nothing to say.
And speaking of governors, and I like that, we can move smoothly into every conversation, especially for this episode. I set it up for you guys right. Just pay attention. But like I was saying, governors, this governor in New York, our governor Cuomo, he is going through it. His brother, he said, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that. But he is being accused of sexual harassment, sexual misconduct. And damn, I don't know if he's married. Is he married? Anybody knows he's married? I'm not too, involved in that story. But nevertheless, I know he's an old man trying to get some of his rocks off, and he has power, and they do say power corrupts, so, I'm not going to say he is guilty. We do need to get to the bottom of the story and actually have a fair trial for this man. But damn, man, these ladies are coming out the woodworks, and it's not looking good. So nevertheless, even if he doesn't go to jail or get penalized for this, he's definitely not going to be our governor for too long. You know what I mean? I'm definitely down to see somebody new because I know there's a lot of people that really not rocking with him. So good luck with that. But, we got to talk about this sexual misconduct like I always is going to mention in the show. my nose is itchy, that somebody that you know, that's very close to you, very, very, very close to you, has been affected by sexual misconduct. And no, I'm not talking about just somebody hollering and whistling at somebody in the street. You know, something very inappropriate, nasty, and foul. This is a conversation that we do have to have. You know what I mean? I got some babies on the way. I got some people that I love, and I don't even want to get into that. You know what I mean? So we got to make a world where it's safe for our children and not have these little girls, and even little boys too, walking around, growing up traumatized and paranoid because an adult has violated them. You know, I was thinking, you know, I was reading into some Bible verses and even looking to the Greek mythology and things. There's been a lot of cases throughout history of child pedophilia and adults, you know, really getting at little children, little girls to be exact, you know. So this is something that is definitely ingrained in a lot of people's cultures, whether we want to talk about it or not, but let's just be real. We've seen it many times and we turn a blind eye when we just don't want to dig up that dirt because then your hands got to get messy. But, you know, it's just very ironic because even this new Woody Allen documentary came out recently and I watched it. You know, not only did he run away with his Asian adopted daughter who was underage, he was actually molesting one of his daughters as well. Sicko, sicko, sicko. And I don't hear anybody trying to cancel Ants on Netflix or any one of his films. And most people don't really even know about Woody Allen my age, I would think. Like, I'm a director, so I got to know about who came before me. And definitely, you know, when it comes to the work, he definitely set a precedent for filmmakers and film. But that dirty little man that will get his ass kicked is a scumbag. And we all know it. So the Pied Piper that we let rock for so long, because this dude, R. Kelly, was calling himself the Pied Piper, and we just let that rock, and we all know what the Pied Piper is. You know, we just let this shit rock, and I don't hear the same backlash for Woody Allen or, you know, even, what's his name, Cuomo. It's not the same. But, you know, not to make it too blackity, black, but I'm on my blackity, black shit. You know, you can see the difference when, you know, people that look like, you know, get that big heat. But this Woody Allen documentary came out and I don't see the same uproar. I don't see the same backlash. Pretty questionable if you ask me. But, you know, I live in America. I kind of know what's up. But if you didn't know, look into that Woody Allen story. Look into Woody Allen because he deserves that same attention that Bill Cosby got. He was molesting his daughter. Get this man out of here. If we're going to wipe out these shows and do what you got to do, just make it fair. Go find this man. I think he ran away in this country, so I don't know if we can do anything about it now, but Woody Allen definitely got to come to the I ain't in church like that, but the congregation, and we got to have this discussion because, damn, even in church, little girls and little boys are getting it too. Now let's, you know what I mean, but we gonna have to dig deep into that stuff. But all in all, I know I was going all over the place. Sexual misconduct, child molestation, the foul shit that's happened to our children for years on and years end is definitely a part of the fabric of the world. So let's not act like this shit ain't real. Let's not pay a blind eye to what we've known to be historically hidden in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? And your boy Trump is back at it again. He ain't done.
You know, they kept saying, he's going to start a brand new party. We have the Republican Party. It's going to unite and be stronger than ever before. I am not starting a new party.
What kind of fight would it be if it's Trump and The Rock? That's kind of odd, but I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised with Trump's old ass. Like, damn, like, man, how is this man, you know, kicking? You know, how this man can do it? You know, there's something to say about Trump with his old ass. You know what I mean? Because even Joe Biden, you know, he's real quiet and, you know, Sleepy Joe, he got the jokes, but Trump is, like, wide awake. You know what I mean? There's something to say about that. And to bring it back home to about protecting our future, he's definitely an old man enjoying the fruits of his labor that he's still laboring over. That's his sweat. So, all in all, at this point, can we really stop Trump? I know they're going to try to arrest him for the conservation, insurrection. What are those words? You know what we're talking about. They're going to try to get him out of here. But there is something that you got to respect. Like, he's not stopping. And just like anything in life, when you get roadblocks and the hate is on and people are, against you, sometimes you're going to have some resilience. Not going to say he's going to win, but you got to have to respect anybody for not giving up, more so than anything else, because I know we're definitely a culture where we don't preach, or should preach, just folding under the pressure. Now, Trump and the CPAC folks are definitely rallying and supporting this man. Good luck. I doubt it. And like I said last episode, if The Rock runs, it's just a show. We got to do the YouTube stuff. I'm telling y'all, I don't really like this YouTube. This YouTube stuff is not paying me, and I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated. But I know more so than anything, this is about the longevity. This is about the future. But damn, like, share, and subscribe our shit. I'm putting in this work. There ain't much people out here doing what I can do. At this point, I may been too quiet. Maybe I've been walking around humble, but I know there ain't a lot of people walking around doing what I can do and loving it. So support. Because I'm doing this shit for y'all. And the only reason why I don't quit is because people are telling me don't quit. So if I can't quit, watch my shit, like my shit, share my shit. Am I asking for too much? Durag News is the shit. And speaking of that, we got a lot more things on the way. I'm actually working on another show. Phone Jones is getting cooked up. I'm really juggling. And I know this is for my future. I know this is for my mental strength. And if I can't do it, I don't know who can, and I don't know who will. So have that good will in the midst of the storm and learn how to dance in the rain and dance with the pain. And I'm not going to lie, I've been working out lately. I'm really trying to get my shit right, and my toe is hurting, so I really can't dance as hard as I want to. But if your toe's not hurting, and I was an athlete. When I played football, my coach always said there's a difference between being hurt and injured. You know what I mean? I work with a team, so I'm always athlete-brained. So if you never heard that, there's a difference between being hurt and injured. But I know I brought it to a whole nother place, but that's how we got to do it, man. I'm Rainbow Man. It's the whole thing, but pause. Pause. Like, share, and subscribe our shit. This shit is here for you. I'm here, dedicated, ready, and you don't even know, this is only the baby step.
Oh. You've got to be kidding me.
But that's all, folks. That's it. I don't want to talk your ears off. I know I can go off on tangents sometimes, but sometimes you need it. You need that good word. But I do want to say, in the good That's all, folks. That's it, y'all. We out of here. I didn't want to talk your ears off. I know I can go off on tangents sometimes. But in the great words of Scott Heron, the evolution would not be televised. And that means on live, and on TikTok, and on Facebook, and all these other platforms that we got all this shit being pushed down our throats. Because it's already corrupted, and it's really being paid for. So you gotta watch where you're getting your evolution from. A lot of it is from the ground, and a lot of it is not when people are around. We gotta shout out our lovely ladies this month. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And damn, I'm not gonna lie, I'm on my pootie tank thing right now. I'm just enjoying the view and trying girls out like that classic song, okay? And we gotta show love to our chakra folks before we get out of here, because Black History Month is done, but American history is not done, okay? More so than Black History Month, we are part of this American fabric like none other, okay? But we can get into that stuff maybe next episode, all right? I'm your boy, Thaddy Luv. Keep spreading that love. Keep spreading that wisdom. Keep spreading that knowledge. Keep spreading that motivation. And keep spreading that Parauma, too. Get that oil, because I know I need it right now, because I'm kind of funky. I just threw it on and jumped in. You feel me? But until next time, see you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe our shit. I do this because y'all. I'm dedicated because y'all. But y'all got to be dedicated to me too, man. We got to have like a reciprocity thing, man. Because like I said, ain't nobody around here doing what we do. Thank you to the team. Thank you to the fam. And stay away from that spam. Peace out.